Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, November 1st, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see here that the futures are trading higher by about 4 points at the moment to 17.55 per contract. Really right around 6 o'clock in the morning, the futures started to catch a bid a little bit to the north side, and right now they're just settling in around the 17.55 level. I don't know if we can make too much out of it. It is a Friday. Generally, Fridays will finish with a flat to slightly positive trading day. So I don't know if we really should try to change that forecast today. But either way you slice it or dice it, there are a few things out here which we should talk about. First, you have earnings coming out of FSLR, which is First Solar Corp, First Solar Inc. The stock is trading up. Sitting right now around the $55 level. It did close yesterday at $50.30. So it's definitely a strong move. Traders should watch for resistance on the stock. If it gets up to around the $58 level, I think that's where it probably stalls out. I would love to say it's a great short candidate, but it really isn't at the moment. It's coming from a pullback position, which is a pretty strong move. But around 58 is where I think the stock will probably stall out. So if you do own it, congratulations. If you have it up there, that may be a spot where you want to take profits, or you may just want to start to trail your stop loss. But around the $57.50 to $58 level, that's where this thing most likely stalls out in the session if it can get up there. So we'll see. Now, First Solar is having a positive effect on a lot of other solar stocks out here, so you want to take a look at a lot of different other solar stocks. SPWR, there's just so many of them, and they'll all be trading up this morning in sympathy to the First Solar earnings. So again, like birds of a feather, they flock together. Always look for other stocks in that industry group to move higher, and right now the solar stocks are doing pretty well. Now on the flip side, you do have Chevron Corp, which is an oil producer that is trading sharply lower. The stock closed at $119.96. It is now trading down to $118.87. This stock can, believe it or not, go down to around the 116 level before it finds some intraday support. So again, Chevron Corp, one of the leading integrated energy stocks in the world, I think just behind ExxonMobil, and that stock is getting hit a little bit today. It's down about $1 from yesterday's closing price. So again, this one can head down to around the 116 area. That's where I do think there'll be some near-term daily chart support. After that, it's all the way down to around 114.50. Taking a look at Chevron, you want to always follow the other integrated energies like ExxonMobil. That's starting to slip a little bit. BP is starting to fall ever so slightly. And then you do have COP, which is ConocoPhillips, which has been very strong as of late, but you can see that's starting to come down in sympathy as well. So when you look at these markets, always look at the leading stocks that are out there moving, and then other stocks could fall in sympathy, and that's what we're seeing today with the integrated energies. But again, watch Chevron very closely. CVX does have a lot of support, probably right around the 116 or pierce of the 116 level for some near-term support. Looking at a few other things, you do have some economic news today coming out in the marketplace. I believe at 10 o'clock we're going to have the ISM manufacturing survey, and in just a few minutes at 9 o'clock we'll have the markets US PMI reading. So I guess there could be some economic moving events coming out. I think this afternoon we also get September vehicle sales, so you want to be aware of that. Stocks like Ford could be in motion. GM could be in motion. Even Tesla. So don't, watch stocks like Toyota Motors and even Tesla could be in motion today after those auto sales are released. But I believe that comes out in the afternoon. So again, don't expect it in the morning time. I think we'll get that around the noon lunchtime hour with the auto sales. Looking over oil and gold this morning, you do have oil trading a little bit lower. Oil is down around 67 cents to $95.70 a barrel. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, that's trading at $34.49. So pretty good little decline in the USO this morning. I think oil actually still has a little bit more further downside to go. Right now, you did get a little bit of a bounce last week for about 3-4 days and now oil is coming right back in. When you look at gold this morning, gold is taking a little bit of a beating too. That's down about $9 at the moment to $13.14 an ounce. Let's go to the all-important GLD, and you'll see the GLD is trading at around 126.89. Decent little decline for gold, but nothing. No big death sentence here. Gold is still going to be very, very volatile. You could see today that the U.S. dollar index is trading up a little bit, so a decent little move there. That's putting some pressure on gold. Also, the dollar-yen chart has caught a bid. I know it was sold off last night with the Japanese market. When the dollar-yen sells off, Japanese market will sell off. That did happen in the Nikkei, but look at the bounce that the dollar yen has had here. This is a pretty big bounce from 97.80 all the way up to around the 98.35, 98.40 level, and that is certainly helping to bring gold prices down. So that's kind of how it works. That's where we are, and that's what we're looking at. I'm going to leave it here today, short and sweet, but hopefully we will have a couple of gap plays in the chat room this morning, so if anybody wants those, come on over. And again, two equities that are in motion today, Chevron and First Solar. You want to keep those on the radar and keep the sympathy plays, which are the other solar stocks and the other integrated energy plays, on your radar, and that will give you some trading opportunities this morning. With that said, everybody, have a great trading day, great weekend, and we'll see you on the charts.